What's up, guys? John Howell here. Different view for you guys. I've just finished having breakfast. I got the kids here today as well too, and I thought I'd give you guys some things to think about yeah. So just laying down in my bed right now, as you can see, and yeah, I thought I'd do this. I thought I'd do a video for you and just and talk to you guys and neutralize your guys' journey when it comes to trading, guys. Trading is really difficult. It really is. It is one of the most hardest things you can do on this planet. It's because it's such an emotional game. It really is. And times in the past, and I'm nowhere near perfect, guys. And fuck me, have I given myself hell, especially last year. Like last year for me, guys, was last year for me was a big wake up call for me. I have a pretty big target for myself this year. And I've got to have a hard look at myself and say, am I doing the right thing for myself? And I've went and got some coaching off some mentors who make, one of my mentors just is an amazing and just incredible trader. And he really was, and I spent a lot of money getting coaching and I spent a lot of money on coaching and stuff like that in the past. And one thing they say to me is, keep it simple. Keep it simple. Keep it simple. Keep your trading as simple as possible. Have a very simple approach. And one thing they also said to me as well too is that you are paid to wait. Now, you're paid to wait. What that means is that you have your trading setup, okay? You have your trading plan, you have a trading setup, and you are simply paid to wait. And what shoulder's killing me from working out. And so you are paid to wait. And one thing that I want to say about that, guys, is moving forward this year, and this is a lesson to myself. I have like 4 or 5 different trading systems that I trade on a continuous basis. But I realize if I want to continue growing to my account to where I want it to be, ultimately my goal, guys, is $3 million. That's my ultimate target. That was my target last year, and I missed it by that much. Actually, a bit more than that much, but yeah. And so that's my target again this year. And I'm having a hard look at myself, and I'm saying, what do I really need to do? Not what I want to do, but what do I need to do in order for me to hit that target, that $3 million target? I have no idea how it's going to happen, guys. But every day I keep having that focus on myself. I'm saying, what do I need to do? What do I need to do? And all these distinctions and coaching and lessons have been coming towards me. One is to simply just have 1 or 2, or just simply just one really amazing trading system that that works, that you're happy putting on more money on per trade. You're happy taking on more risk because the percentage win-loss ratio is amazing. Like, for example, one of my coaches, multi-millionaire, he just has one setup. That's it. Just one setup, and he waits 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 and he waits. Now, he says he whacks a fair percent of his account on that trade. Now, and the reason why is because he knows 8-9 times out of 10 that thing is going to run on for big profits. 1 to 2 times out of 10 his account's going to be down 5 or 10%. And so, but the thing is he doesn't. But the thing is he doesn't take a lot of trades, but he makes millions of dollars per year. He doesn't take a lot of trades. He might only take roughly around maybe 100 or so trades per year, which is not a lot, right? Which is not a lot. That's on average 2 a week. Now he's trading intraday charts too, by the way, like 5-minute charts and 1-minute charts. So get that into you. So for me, guys, and I'm just doing this video to neutralize your position to say, trading is difficult, but let's actually bring it back to a simple analysis. 1, let's actually just say, let's keep it to 1 or 2 trading systems. I'm about to go up and do a platinum event for my private traders. We're going to do some live trading together. I'm in some live trades right now as well too, and I'm walking through some of these things that I'm telling you right now. Like, let's actually just bring it back to basics, all right? Let's actually not complicate things. I think sometimes we all of us humans, and I get into this series of that situation too, where sometimes we think we have to be in a trade, right? We just think we have to be in a trade, and it's not. And sometimes you know, and as my mentor said, he said, John, I make so much money because half the time or 3/4 of the time I'm not in a trade. I'm waiting for that time. I wait and I wait and I wait and I wait, and then I'll pounce. You know what I mean? And it's like, I realized last year I over-traded. Now, I didn't lose money, but I didn't make as much money as I really wanted to. You know, I didn't get anywhere near my $3 million target. But what must I do? What must I do in order for me to get to that goal? I've done well. I've been trading now since I'm 32 years of age. I'm going on 33 this year. And I started looking at the markets 19, 20. So that gives me around 30, 32, 33 years of experience in this. And you can go to my website and check out my interview and so on and so forth. But one of the things that I keep bringing myself back to is that I have to keep it simple. I have to keep it simple. And I am paid to wait. And you wait and you wait and you wait and you wait, and then you pounce. And that is what you are paid to do. And there's obviously a lot of beliefs and a lot of things that happens within inside ourselves, right? There's a lot of, like, there's a fear of failure, but then, but then there's fear of success. What if I make this money and then no one will love me? See, trading, guys, is not just a matter of having a trading system. Sometimes we have these limiting beliefs. I'll give you an example. You go through these fears, right? Fear of failure, fear that it won't work. And then when you get over that, then you become fear of success. Because if you're successful, you make all this money, what will other people think about you? But then when you have it, and I experienced this last year, guys, when you have a lot of money and you're doing well, and you're comfortable, like financially, you're doing really well, now you get to a stage of fear of losing it. And it's so interesting, guys, that the stages that you go through. Before, 10 years ago, I was absolutely flat broke. Nothing to my name. Not a car. I was in a couple of bedroom unit. I was broke ass, earning $400 a week, washing cars at a Holden dealership. And there was so many fears back then. In fact, there was fear of failure, fear of it not working. And then I got over that fear. And guys, and I still have my fears to this day. And every day I've got to step up and say, you know what? I can't let that fear control me. I can't let that fear take control over what I'm doing in my life. Because I've got to be honest, guys, sometimes that fear of failure, sometimes that holds me back. And I'm like, there's lots of fears there, right? And then, so back 10 years ago, I was fear of failure. Then I got out and said, screw it, I'm sick of this. Me holding this fear here is stopping me moving forward. Then I move forward. Then I start to do well. And then everyone says, what, you're money hungry? I'm just like, no, I'm just not into being broke. I'd studied my ass off. This is going back 10, going back when I was like 20, 21 years of age. I'm now 32. And I'm like, no, I just don't want to be broke. I hate being broke. And so I'd work my ass off and learn how to read these charts, and I have done ever since. And I haven't always got it right. No, fuck me. I've gotten some hammerings and in my time. But then suddenly what happened is I started doing well, and then I really wanted love from my significant other. I wanted love from friends. And because I started making money, they started looking down at me, saying, "What do you think you are, better than us?" I'm like, "No." And so I unconsciously sabotaged. I unconsciously started putting on trades that I wasn't supposed to put on, and just threw the money away. Just threw it away. And just bad trades, bad investments, spending it, not doing the right things, and it's a mindset thing, guys. It really is a mindset thing. So, and then you go through, when you get it, and I experienced this last year for the very first time in my life, fear of losing it. And whatever you fear, you attract. Well, that statement is true only if you act in that fear. And one thing I've learned, and I did that last year, guys, I was really battling my mind, saying, No, you've just got to keep moving forward. You've got to keep moving forward. But guys, even if you do get whacked, and you know, and fortunately for me, I've been whacked in the past, and it hasn't been huge amounts. Only been $100,000-$200,000 or more. It hasn't been multiple millions of dollars in the whole, which I'm very grateful for. But even if you do get to that situation, guys, pick yourself back up. I can keep moving forward. Again, I'm not there. Please don't think I'm there, guys. All right, I'm doing very well. All right, I'm still very happy. But where I want to be, I'm being real with myself. So, okay, I know that I can do that $3 million in 1 year. And so I'm looking to say, what do I need to do? What must I do to do that? Do I need to simplify my process? Do I need to, and let's be honest with myself. And, you know, guys, you know, there's so many fears that actually stop us, you know, and the whole thing, fear of missing out, right? I better get in now just in case I miss out, you know, and stuff like that. That's why, guys, trading is such a mindset game. And so if you try to move forward this year, here's a few things that I want to say. One, get one trading setup. Just pick one trading setup. Whatever one chart pattern. It might be a flag, it might be peaks and troughs, it might be peaks and troughs with moving averages. Pick one chart setup. And if you know that chart setup works, I mean, you know it has a really high percent, 7-8 times out of 10 that it's going to move in that favor, then start to overlay some other rules to help you, maybe moving averages and stuff like that. You know, then backtest that. Once you've got something that works really, really well, let me ask you a question, guys. If you knew that you are only going to get 20 trades a year, but out of that 20 trades, 9 of those are going to be successful. You know, this pattern very rarely heads up, but 9 are going to be successful. Would you want to trade that? You would, right? Would you be comfortable putting on 10% of your account or 20% of your account? You know what I mean? It's like you just, it's like you wait for those setups, you wait for those trades, you wait for those things in place. So one, pick whatever chart pattern it is. You want to move forward. And secondly, you don't always have to be in the market. You don't have to pick up every move. And guys, I got into this when I was doing YouTube videos last year because I'd actually missed moves. And people were like, oh, idiot, John, you missed that move. I'm like, oh, I did, didn't I? Yeah. And I started bashing myself. And I talked to my mentor. He's like, no. He said, you shouldn't be on every single thing that moves. No one can. He said, but you only be on the trades that you know that work, that pattern that works. So you're paid to wait. And then I started to realize, like, yeah, I was actually sabotaging my success last year as much as I wanted to because of that. So here's some thoughts, guys. I won't be doing many videos next week when it comes to market updates and stuff like that because I'm going to be with my private traders. We're going to be doing some live trading together and, you know, guys, and just being real honest with them. So anyway, it's just a small group, just a small handful of people that I do this once a year or so, and just really help them out. So, but you know what, guys, there's no guarantees of trading, and that's the reason why I do these things, because it's like no, you must understand the risk. There's huge risk to trading, and I've dealt with my risk in the past. So, hope this helped you out, guys. Have an amazing weekend. I'm about to spend more time with the kids, but I just wanted to do a video based on what my thoughts were, and I need to be honest with myself if I truly want to move forward in a big way. Have a great weekend, guys.